Well, hi everybody. This is Al Spath. It's the 4th of October. I'm here this morning with Rondster from New City, New York. He's got a phone that's ringing just on cue here. You still with us, Rondster?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You see where Evil Clown is sitting at your table?
Let me take a fast look. Yes, I see
Can
him.
can you put your seat over on his seat since I'm recording from my computer, not your computer, when you get a chance?
Okay, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Go ahead, play the hand first.
Okay, I'm gonna fold here.
You see where Evil Clown is sitting?
Yes.
Just right click on his chair and move over to that seat.
Okay, I did.
So you're sitting there now?
I am.
Hmm. I just wanted to see if it would change anything on my screen, which it doesn't. Maybe after this hand it will show that way. Let me just see what happens. We're at a 25 cent, 50 cent, no limit table this morning. Ronster's played a couple of hands. You see, he sat with $50. He's down a little bit. He caught a straight, but somebody had a bigger straight. He had something else a while ago that he got involved in, but he's won a few hands. He's lost a few hands, just down a couple of dollars, but he'll get that back. Okay, let me just see what happens if it just changes everything. No, it stays the same on mine. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Um, so, Ronster, how you been doing overall in that tavern league that you joined? Let's tell folks about that.
Yeah, I'm just doing very well. It took me quite a while to adjust to the type of play because in the Tavern League, it's for points, and the points can add up and get you into states and nationals, and you can get prizes, and you can get into getting a seat to WSOP. So it's quite an interesting experience because now we're playing for points. People do crazy things, not costing any money.
I see, I see. And how about did you go over to Pennsylvania?
I did. I was there last week. I cashed, came in fifth for about 700 some odd dollars, and went again on Friday. And didn't do quite as well, but I felt my play was good.
The fifth place for 700 and something dollars. How much was that entry?
That was $100 entry.
Just 100. That's good. That's good. And how long did that tournament last?
Well, that went from 11 o'clock in the morning, and I played till pretty close to 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
And was it a deep stack or was it a normal?
Yeah, well, it was right up my alley. This was a deep stack. This was 25,000 chips, and it was 25-minute blinds. So
Oh,
here, you don't have to rush. You can make good decisions, and it's something that I like because it's a patient game.
cool. And how about online? Have you done okay here on Full Flesh the last couple of times out?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Not as good as last year. You know, last year I had a couple of really big hits, some first places, some $3,000 tournaments that I took down. This year hasn't been as good, but I'm doing okay. And had a dry spell. Actually, I'd say for the last 6 months, reorganizing my game. I've had some dry spells, and so I'm just actually the last few weeks getting my game really back together. Feel really confident.
So this table, when you sat down before we launched the recording device, you were saying something about this table being tight.
Yes, you know, this is a 25 cent, 50-cent game, and online, a 25 cent, 50-cent game plays more like a 2-5 game in some cases, not all the time. This table is really playing at a 25 cent, 50-cent level. They're playing tight, they're not overbetting, they're giving you chances to do certain things, and so this table could be right up my alley.
When you say it's playing like a 2-5, you talk about it's playing like a 2-5 cash game, not online.
That's correct, I'm talking about live.
Yeah, I I would probably say that this is playing more like a 1-2 or 1-3. I don't know if I'd go 2-5. I haven't seen anything to give me an indication of a 2-5, but the first couple of hands you were in, yeah, it was a little rock'em sock'em, but I haven't seen that since then, you know.
Right, 1-3. I think that you're more on the mark.
Looks like we got one viewer right now. It's Cali619. Welcome. $4 under the gun. What do you think?
Yeah, that's an indication of a maybe a small pair, sixes, sevens, eights. He doesn't want callers, otherwise he wouldn't be betting $4. I had a deuce four. I'm going to fold this one out.
I would go the opposite way with you. I would say it's kings or aces, and that he's only got $16 behind, and I don't think he puts $4 in without having the bigger hand uh, to, and he wants to have somebody come at him thinking he's protecting something light. That's just my take on it. We'll see here. If he folds, we know he didn't have it, and you were right. And if he calls, then maybe I'm right. I don't think he'll call with a small pocket failure.
No, I don't think so either. He makes the call, so it looks like you might be.
Big ace king. Yeah, he had a big ones. He had big cards. He's gonna roll out and lose though.
Here's something that people tend to do. Ace king straight hand. I don't know whether or not I would. After this guy came about, whether or not I would have called that. I mean, it's going to be a race no matter what. So you have to make up your mind whether you want to, just protect and look for a better spot because of the big uh, bet that Gamloff did.
Right. We're here on AceHighRadio this morning, broadcasted from Full Flush Poker. You can join and follow Ace High Poker or AceHighRadio here at Twitch. And I'm Teach GPL. You can follow me here, and you can follow me up at YouTube. It's Al Spath, ALSPATH, and I've got a whole playlist of videos, instruction videos up there for you as well. It's all free. Just subscribe to my channel. There he goes, $4 again. Again, these guys that are light with money, $20 at a time, they have a tendency to make big bets and then to shove it all in there because they feel like they're getting themselves committed. Let's see if he shoves it in here with a pair of queens or ace jack or what. If he checks, he probably missed. If he's got ace king or ace king, he's probably going to bet half the pot. And he bets 3/4, which is a very good bet. And the guy does it to him again. Let's see if he calls with overcards and a gut shot. If he's got the ace king, ace queen. Let's see.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it.
No.
So that guy's got his number pretty good. You got to tell us your cards because we don't see them.
King, queen of diamonds here. I'm gonna raise it.
And the guy said, Monkey said, you're very good at defeating ace king.
Yeah.
So that's what he did have. I was saying he had ace king or ace queen, and he did have it. So you got king queen of hearts?
Diamonds. Actually.
Diamonds. Okay.
Yeah, I can't limp here, so I have to put the raise in.
Oh yeah, you can't limp. It's an automatic raise. Absolutely. See who's gonna get. Oh, you got one call out of the catfish to see if Monkey goes to his standard $4. Oh, he goes the whole way again.
So I have a decision to make, and it's a pretty easy decision for me. If he's going $13.87, again, he doesn't want callers. He's either got the ace king or ace queen or ace jack, or he's on some kind of decent pair. I don't see him doing this. I can't call.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. But just think, he had ace king, and then this hand here, whatever he had a pair, or ace queen, or something like that. So he's run 3 good hands in a row, and really doesn't have anything to show for it because he took $2, he took $1.25 from you, $1.25 from Catfish, but he's not he's not wanting to even see a flop now because he's getting beat after the flop, and so he's really squandering his cards.
Yep.
Limper, limper. Can't stand that at this level.
Exactly. That's what I was mentioning before on this particular table.
Oh,
Catfish.
that's a quick call from the button, Mr. Monkey here.
Wow.
Well, that's the kind of guy that does that is a guy that I think is playing like pocket sevens or, ace 10 suited or something like that. We'll see. And my third guess would be something like king queen suited if I put those three in a group. Let's see if Catfish goes, if he's got the guts to go $9 or something, if he goes half. If he goes half, he's not thrilled. Oh, he went the whole enchilada here.
He's got a big hand.
Well, if he doesn't, he's trying a good bluff here.
Well, like you always say, you got to go back from the beginning and analyze.
Yep, he raised pre-flop. Got to give him the credit. $1 from the under the gun and then $1 call from Catfish. We don't know what Monkey's going to do with his $13 because he likes to throw money around there.
That's
See?
very nice. All right.
What do you have?
I have a 5-2, so that's an easy fold for me. Oh, there we go.
Now nobody trusts this guy. Ace Queen again. He hits it. Can this guy spike a 10 on him though? Nope, it's chop pot. He can't win with it no matter what.
He's been getting a lot of good cards.
He won less than $1 because of the rake.
Well, let's see what happens here. I have an interesting hand.
What do you have?
I have a king queen unsuited. I'm hoping that monkey doesn't go nuts on me because of.
Well, it's just a matter of time before he gets caught. Like, man, he's had ace king, ace king, ace king, ace queen. Oh, so many different.
I'm not going to call it off, even though I might.
He hasn't showed bad cards, so it's not like he's trying to get somebody to come at him and take a race. I'm not inclined to take those flips or races. If I got a pair of sixes against a guy like that and he's got a stronger ace or anything like that, I don't need to do that. I'll wait till I get my money in at a better time.
Exactly.
What do you have here?
Oh, just a 3-5.
See, now he bet $1.75 here, which is a pot bet, and he's probably got a decent enough hand here to do that. I don't think he's got the nuts, and I don't think he's awful in any way. He probably has ace jack, maybe pocket jacks. Let's see what he bets. If he goes all in or bets the pot.
It's a small bag. I think he's
That's a miss. To me, that's a miss bet.
Wow.
That might give him with a jack, give him a straight, but not the flush. This other guy, if got the flush, should go all in here because he will get a call from Monkey.
Oh, he's going to let monkey bet.
Monkey's gonna try to steal it.
Yep.
Oh, only $2.
Oh, that tells you he's got it.
Wants to get paid. He wants to keep this guy. And the guy only got $7 though. What do you do if you have $7? You pay $2 or you put it all in?
No, I think if he's got it, he goes all in. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Yeah, that makes a full house for somebody, possibly. It goes to full Monty here.
Here we go.
Call. He had nothing, and the other guy made the nutter butter on the straight.
Now we know how monkey plays, and we can put him on some ranges.
Mm-hmm.
And we can do that based on his betting patterns too.
It's unlikely that somebody's going to get 5 great hands in a row or 6 great hands in a row.
Yeah.
He'll dunk off this 459, I'm sure, within one or two hands.
That just goes to show you that some people like to bet really high when they have great cards
Uh-huh.
and really small when they have bad cards, which is a real leak.
Where'd you fold here?
Oh, I folded a king three.
Good. Would you have limped if it was king three suited?
Probably not. I don't play king.
Good. Good. I don't think you should either.
A long time ago that when you play those small kickers, suited or not, you're going to get burned. Yeah. We have a jack five of diamonds suited here, so I doubt very highly if I'll be playing that. Now, interesting that Monkey 110 just called. I'm not going to contest at this
He
point.
added another 22 or more. We have Callie 617, must go fishing, and Rob Gag in the house watching live, and I'm sure some other folks will come in, and also those of you that are watching this up on YouTube on one of my playlist channels. Welcome. This is Full Flush Poker. If you're not a member of Full Flush and you want to download it, use the promo code AHR10, which is AceHighRadio. We're broadcasting on AceHighRadio today, and they have a promo code to get you $10 in your account and join the action. Lots of free rolls and giveaways, gold bars and rubies, and just all sorts of things. I think they gave away some either last night or the night before. And congratulations out there to CP Parsley, who came back to Full Flush Poker and over the weekend has taken down around $350 worth of cash games, and he won the $2 9 o'clock event last night. I think it's called like a $2 special or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
400 or 500, 700 guarantee. I can't remember the name of it, but he took that down. So good to see some of the players that I know from back in poker school online and Iron Duke and things like that coming in and playing under the AceHighRadio mantra.
I have a queen two here, so I'm going to fold that out.
Yeah, but look at the limpers. Wow.
Well,
Monkey, too.
but that's really good for me because eventually I'm going to get a good hand, and even if you take out the the blinds, you end up with $2-3, which is not like playing 5 cent, 20, 10 cent, or 25, 10.
Right.
So it's a little more money involved. But Tiltmaker, he tells them what it's at.
Yeah, he got me off of a hand last night where I had ace king, and the flop came with a 10 jack, and there was some bad. I took the flop after I raised pre-flop by continuation bet, and he stayed in, and then another guy raised, and he stayed in, and the turn card coming, I didn't hit a card, and somebody raised before it got to me, so I dropped out of it. The king came on the river, and I would have. They eventually got all in. They had queen jack and jack four, and there was a jack on board. And my king would have held up, and I would have gotten both stacks completely. But I couldn't stick around for the money with one card to come and just the overcards and the queen. They milked me out of maybe $70
Wow.
by not calling.
Mm.
I mean, they both had seemed like 40 or $30 each.
Wow.
I mean, they went in, like I said, they went in with just the queen jack, got all in, and the other guy with jack four.
Mm.
So they're not very good players. There's a chance, Monkey.
I think Monkey is just playing for the sake of seeing the action at this point.
Well, I think when Monkey's doing this, he's got a king or he's got an eight. He doesn't have a king and an eight or ace and an eight or two pair. It's more like he's got one card hoping to hit his second card.
Mm.
So a hand like king 10, a hand like 8-9, and he's waiting for a 9, waiting for a 10 for the king 10, something like that. No, Callie, I'm not the owner of AceHighRadio. I'm Teach GPL. I'm just broadcasting over on AceHighRadio for them. No, I have no tickets, but I don't know what kind of promotions Drush has later in today or anything like that. But no, there's no ticket giveaway. This is just a shadowing session. Rondster's playing and calling out his cards, and I'm asking questions, and he's making all his own decisions. So he didn't hit a second pair, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, my card run is still BAD. I have a 7-2 here.
So you got a raise, a re-raise, and then a 4-bet from Tiltmaster, and Monkey calls the 4-bet cold. Out of position.
Out of position.
Wow.
He just wants to play.
They're all going to check the Tiltmaster here. And Tiltmaster's going to over-bet this pot like he did last time. I say he's going to bet $34.
Really? Oh, here's a chance.
Whoa! Here you can go.
I'm surprised he just called there. Wow.
Well, it was raised so many times pre-flop, I got to think that nobody has an 8 here. And that was checked completely around.
Here we go.
Well, he better have at least an overpair or a 10 or an 8 because he's going to get a call here. 6 is, oh my God, he bet a straight or something, like gamble off, or he had to because 6s wound up winning that.
Oh,
Jeez.
Here's some irony. I have a queen 8.
The email should have said that Rondster and I shouldn't have said anything about a giveaway. The email that you got was last night from the giveaway, I think. Just check it out because I put a new title on this one this morning. What'd you fold here, Ron?
Queen 8. That 8 was right there, but I didn't think it was going to happen 2 times in a row.
Oh, first one off.
Look at that, huh? And that 8 did come out. Sweet.
What's the papers on the door?
Dollar bets into that big pot.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd have won a bunch.
Yep.
What do you have in the big blind?
I have a Jack 8.
Continuously giving you 8s, huh?
Yeah, off suited, and I'm getting a lot of 8s. And we get a lot of calls here. It's amazing. There's a raise from Monkey. So now I have a question, in my mind, does this guy have anything? Do I really want to spend $2.75 to run his gamut? And the answer is no for me.
Yeah, it's no for a lot of reasons. Here's the first reason: you're out of position. Second reason: your cards are not good. Third reason: he doesn't have enough money for you to try to go for some long shot. And then Tilt Maker and these other guys, you don't know what they're going to do. So there's a million reasons not to get in that hand instead of trying to look for reasons to get in. There's so many to get out.
Well, the big thing here with Monkey that I want to do is, since he's playing a lot of hands, and I'm assuming he's going to reload pretty soon,
Mhm.
I want to get a good hand to go against him, and what I want to really do is check where I can come over the top of him or just trap him. This is my thought with his type of play.
Yeah, but the problem is he's got $5. You don't want to concentrate on the guy with the $5. If he reloads and gets up to 30, that's a different story. But while he's look at that, he calls quads with nothing. He
Right,
called quads with absolutely nothing.
exactly.
You
Well,
should have a marker on him as to what kind of a player is. You should.
yeah, I'll just put this note down right now. Player notes. Great. Oops. All right. And I have a player note on him, and I put down loose, stupid.
Okay, and I put a note on him. It says bluffer, wild, all in often, and the date 10-4.
Yeah, and by the way, I was referring to the fact of him reloading to do that kind of trap. I wasn't really referring it about the $5.
No, now that he's reloaded 3 times, he's gonna re-educate everybody else that they didn't teach them about how to play. In other words, his methods aren't working because they're not following the rules. What a jerk.
But it's good. It's good to have. I usually like one or two guys like this on a cash table. It gives you a chance to use them if you can.
Yeah, I find that at night you have so many more opportunities to make money. The cash games at night are so uh, fluid. They're so aggressive. They're so silly. I mean, you got to get a good seat, get good cards, and you got to get lucky because you get maybe sometimes too many people in a pot. But man, if you get a run there, you can make some money at night.
There's no question about it.
What are you holding this hand?
Well, I have a 10-4, and my card run is still running bad. If this was a tournament and I had the button, I might consider cranking it. But 10-4, I'm not going to do anything in a cash game. That's for sure.
Yeah, especially with Monkey at the table. At least he got $25 back in his stack. But with him at the table, you're looking for trouble to re-raise somebody like him when he limps, or raise somebody like him when he limps because you don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah,
He may be trapping, he may have nothing, but it's still going to put you to the $25 test.
absolutely.
Did you go to the movies yesterday? You're a big movie guy. Did you go see The Martian
The Martians for today.
today? I was thinking about going this afternoon myself.
And I got to tell you guys out there, everybody that's listening, go see The Intern. It was fabulous.
Yeah, I saw that. We saw that last week. It was pretty funny.
I enjoyed it.
Robert De Niro. I can't think of her name. The female.
She's a famous actress. The one that that's oh damn. Oh, if I ask my wife right now, she'd know, but I'll hold
That's
on
right.
a couple of minutes. It may even come to me. She's played a lot of parts.
Yeah, she hosted the Academy Awards with that one guy that won. She's a good singer and dancer as well.
Uh, these folks have lots of talent. I have a little better hand this time. I have an ace-5. I'm in the cutoff. Let's see what everybody does.
I don't think you'll get a chance. I really think that it'll be raised once or twice before it gets to you. The guy you got two nice stacks at the table to double up through. That's Gambloff and Evil Clown. I mean, you're going to double through Old Punker and Tilt Maker and Google Guy too, but those two big stacks, they're really nice looking.
Well, here's the thing. I can't just call. So if I'm going to do anything, I have to bet. So I'm going to put a bet in.
Yeah, I would let this one pass. I don't like the Ace 5, and I sure don't like what, a couple of limpers like Monkey, who tends to not go away.
Right.
So
Well, I'm gonna see my position, and I'm gonna see what comes out.
the 5 being there is not bad. The bad part about this flop to me is the fact that if you hit your second card, that's 3 cards to Broadway, and people play Queen 10. That's my problem with the flop.
So I have a decision to make right here, whether I check or I bet. I've gotten 3 checks. I'm going to check here and look for a card. I have my kings over 5s with an ace kicker. So it depends on if anybody's got a jack, anybody's going for a flush. If they check, I will bet. See what Monkey does. And by the way, if Monkey was going to bet, I would have called him. So let's see how, for information and for a nice bet, let's see what everybody's going to do. It's a pot-sized bet, and I'll take it down.
There you go. Position, position, position. Just like location, location, location.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I bet that ace 5, because it gave me the position that I needed.
Yeah, welcome to CV Swanson and Nuasno 855. This is Al Spath, along with Rondster here this morning over at Full Flush Poker on AceHighRadio. I'm shadowing Rondster. I have been a poker coach for over 25 years, the dean of Poker School Online for 5 years, and I do provide shadowing and coaching to people on a private basis, but I'm doing this one for the community and putting it up on my YouTube channel. What do you have?
I have an A3 here, which I'm folding out.
Okay. Normally, what you do see on these broadcasts is the person's cards. Bronson's just calling them out to us since I can't, be on his computer at this time, and he's up in New York. I'm down here in Maryland. We're just looking at the same table, and he's telling us what he has in real time, and you guys are seeing it on a 90-second delay. We appreciate you coming in. Ace High Radio. Please follow at Twitch TV. Teach GPL. You can follow me there. And of course, you can subscribe to my playlist of over 65 videos up on YouTube. Al Spath, S-P-A-T-H. It's free, folks. There's heads up. There's 10 cent, 20 cent, 25 cent. There's 5 cent, 10 cent. There's tournaments. There's shadowing. There's Zero to Hero, 3 episodes with Skippy. There's all kinds of stuff up there. Just check it out. And tell a friend. 306 is a 309 is a half pot bet. I would say he's got ace on this. I don't think 5s and 2s. He might have a small pair other than the 2s, but I'm thinking he is more like an ace.
Ace 10. Nope, didn't have the ace.
Yeah, the 10 came. He just wanted, what's his name, to bet there. He checked. It's BYOB at the end, folks. If you get a hand, it's bring your own bet. BYOB. Don't expect somebody to bet your pot for you. You'll wind up just having to check right back to you.
Well, I have a king-queen off here.
That's the third king-queen you've got. 1 suited, 2 off.
Right, and Gamboff is sitting out. So that means that effectively I might be able to gain some position. We'll see what I've had Hops does. I'm going to put a bet if he checks, or folds, I mean. Okay, so we're going to put a bet in here, and we're going to take that bet and see.
So you did a pot-sized bet here, because, folks, if you want to see how you figured that out, 50-50 is 1, and 25 is 125, and Rondster, if he would have limped, it would have been 50, so that adds up to 175. That's why you used the pot-sized, but it makes the odds proper. And what do you have again? King, queen, right? And you got one.
Off, I have a jack, 8. Okay, Monkey originally called me.
Checked. Then he checked.
And he checked. So I'm going to put a bet in here and make him fold.
That's right. Absolutely want to continue there. Oh, it looks like I was right. Full Flush Poker is still offering the special of $10 instantly for using the promo code AHR10, standing for Ace High Radio. AHR10 gets you into Full Flush at $10 in your account. and get you access to all the Heartbeat Poker free rolls and special events and giveaways and everything else that goes on. I don't know what those rubies are, but I know that they've been giving away like 220 of them, 222. Get you into one of these big. It might even be a $55 event. I'm not sure, but just have to go on AceHighRadio broadcast. Half filling up. I don't know. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. Monkey wants to move to a 1-2 table.
Really?
He must have unlimited funds. And he's from New York.
Well,
Rondster, you need to go to a home game with him.
would be nice. I could get a whole full table of him. I have a Jack 6 off here, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with that.
Well, did everything right in getting this broadcast up this morning. You know, it was tough to edit the scene for some reason. OBS was difficult this morning, but I did put it on the HI radio profile. I got everything set and opened up the Twitch, and I forgot to go relog into. I changed the title and forgot to go relog in as Teach GPL so I could chat in the chat screen with my Teach GPL. So, folks, I am not AceHighRadio, Drush or Samo. I am Al Spath, broadcasting on the famous AceHighRadio channel. Rondster, what do you have?
I have a 7-5, of which I'm folding because of my position. And of course, I don't like those cards anyway.
Monkey saying nobody wants my money, really. Oh, now he's got $47 there, so that's good too.
He's getting close to losing $100 in this table, and he's saying nobody wants his money. So that's quite an interesting comment. And he calls himself a donkey, which he's right on.
$2 bet into a $4 pot. It's gonna win it. Hop's got other ideas.
Fast check. Somebody's stringing somebody.
BYOB, if you got it, Hops bet it.
He could be a passive player, and that's how they do it. Oh, here he goes.
Does he say he has two pair like 10 Jack, or does he say he got King Queen? Ace Jack.
Jack. Oh, and a chop. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an interesting hand, guys. I have a pair of kings here, and I'm going to put in a pot-sized bet. I'm going to keep my bet at the $1.25 level, which is what I've been doing, and let's see if I get calls or raises. If I get a raise, I will 3-bet. There we go.
How much?
Well, I probably will make it $10 to go.
You better look around. Monkey's in too.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's see what we can do here.
See, I would have went 16 to $20 here. I would have gotten Monkey on isolation here if I could.
I'm going to get him right here anyway. Here we go.
Yeah, but now you got an ace in the pot.
So I'm going to have to bet to see what he does.
Mm-hmm. Too small.
Yep. But let's see what he does. Yeah. So he's telling me he's got an ace, and I did bet too small, and that's a.
Do you believe him? Do you believe him after what he showed you?
I don't know. I don't really believe him, but I don't know. I'm going to make the call. There we go. All right, I'm going to now go all in. What do I got? 20.
Yep, BYOB.
And let's see. He should be making the call here. And if he doesn't, he didn't have the ace.
Look, he said, just turn a set of kings at will.
Well, if he believes it,
Don't show him.
No, I'm not going to show him. So I got very fortunate, guys. I got real lucky. He
I
most
don't
likely
think so. I don't think so. I don't believe him for a bit that he had the ace. I don't believe him for a bit.
I was on the fence, but I took the shot anyway.
I think your bet of the $7 let him do that to you and put you to the test. I
Yep.
think if you would have made the bet a little over half the pot and he would have had to really put all the rest of his money in to do what he wanted to do, that would have changed it. But you wouldn't have got paid off either. I mean, he did call your bet, so it worked out for you. But you put yourself in harm's way twice.
I did.
Once with your pre-flop raise wasn't enough. The $12 wasn't enough for two $4 bets in the pot. Because if one guy bets $4 and you normally would go three times that amount, so that would be 12. Then another guy limps in. You got to offset that other money. So you should have been in the 16 to 20 range.
You're absolutely correct, 100%. I should have done that, and I regretted it. But it was enough to get Tiltmaker off to get us isolation, and we lucked that way. And you're right, the bet should have been $16. And this is something that sometimes I have a 7-2 off here, I'm going to fold out. So sometimes, you get a little tense and you forget you got an extra guy out there. So it's a little bit of a leak right there.
Yeah, and you are trying to talk your way through it on the radio as well. That puts added pressure. And you've got some, viewers that are going to watch or live right now, like CB and Callie 619 and Shisha Liz 111 and Must Go Fishing. They're all watching right now. But there's a whole bunch of other people that might be watching this later up on my YouTube Al Spath channel. So you don't want to make a fool out of yourself, and you don't want to go broke, and you don't want to lose money, and you want to do the right things, and you want to say the right things. No pressure, no pressure.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Go look, I got 70 videos up there, and I don't edit one of them. I don't edit anything. You hear what I think, and I have the same amount of time as you to say it all and to act. So it's tough.
It's not easy, but hey, the right percentages and the right numbers are right all the time. So,
Oh, look at this pot building.
See it, but I have a 9-5 off. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it.
But the thing is, what do we think they have? I'm going to put Google Guy on Ace Queen. I'm going to put Monkey on something like 9-10 or Jack 9.
Mm-hmm.
Now Ram FU, whatever his name is here, he raises from the big blind. So I'm going to put him on aces or kings and see if he bets the pot here. Two in the plains. Oh, he does not bet at all.
No, because he had a small bet. I thought he would bet a lot more if he had aces or kings.
No, I didn't. I thought he wanted to keep some people in, but I would have bet more being out of position with those cards for sure. Now, Monkey goes out. Sweet Poker has something. So maybe Poker has the Queen King or maybe the clubs. Let's see if Google Guy has enough guts to go 20 plus money here. Remember, if Sweet Poker had a hand like King 10, which he shouldn't have called $3 with King 10, but he could have, I guess, justify it. Oh, he folded it. He just flat out folded it.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, it's sitting out. He maybe got disconnected, but oh my God.
Yeah, I would say he probably got disconnected.
Gross.
He wouldn't have folded with nothing going on. I have a 3-5 off here, so I won't be in harm's way at this point. Makes an easy fold.
Yeah. Who's doing good? Must go fishing. You mean Rondster?
I'm sorry?
Or Monkey? I don't know if it was sarcastic or he's being complimentary.
What did he say?
He said, he doing good. I don't know if he meant you or if you know Must Go Fishing, right?
Oh, I know Ed.
You know.
He and I tangle all the time. Mostly under tournaments situations.
Uh-oh. Okay, all go in here.
That's a nice bet. If he has a flush and trying to get this guy to come in, oh, here we go.
You can't call that without going all in.
Wow. Look at that. So the question is, who has the flush and who has a $3 bet? Now he's looking to get a big raise here, so I'm thinking he's got the flush. I think this is a real trap.
You don't think he's got king queen?
That's possible also. Let's find out. He's trapping, so let's see. Let's see if he's trapping.
Three queens, and we won't see the other hand, I don't think.
This is a real.
It ain't a flush, we know that.
Yeah. I wish they would show the other hand.
Yeah, I know. Most really good sites do allow you, when you get a call, you're allowed to see all the cards and everything, but this site doesn't do it. That's really poor, because when you pay for it, you should be entitled to it.
How about 2-4 suited?
Yeah, this guy's on tilt a little bit here. He wants to get an isolation on monkey. It's either an ace queen or pocket pair, and he just wants to take a race.
Sure.
Here's a gift. He's gonna call a gift.
Yeah.
Ace jack.
Oh, what a gift. What a gift.
4 clubs and no clubs in his hand. What a jerk.
Oh, he reloaded the 50.
50, that's great.
You guys aren't going to believe this, but I have another pair of kings. So we're going to do this.
Now he wants to go play 1-2 now. I'll tell you what, I would if I was anybody, I would add monkey 110 to their buddy list. Monkey 110. Those are the kind of guys you want on your buddy list, and you want to go seek them out. Put all the bad players on your buddy list, not all your friends.
So there's a pair of sevens out there which really irk me because somebody could have a set. So let's find out. We'll do a little fishing. I certainly don't want anybody drawing for free for diamonds.
I want you all to watch this guy that just sat down to Rondster, Negapolis. It was reported to the site Full Flush the other day, and to me, there's a flaw in the software. And what he does is, on a hand that he's going to win, he makes a huge bet, like an all-in bet, and he reloads, and he wins the pot, and he gets his reload. So sometimes his stack size is not his actual size. He uses the software to up it so that he can try to bully the table. So we'll watch it the next time he's in a hand. It's been reported, and it's been kicked up to higher management.
Okay, we'll have a jack eight here, so I'm going to fold this out.
Yeah.
Monkey's saying, come play 1-2 now with a question mark.
I know. He wants to go play 1-2. There's nobody up at 1-2 except him. He wants to screw around. Mike Carroll always says that chips flow clockwise around the table. The reason for that is that you always have position on the people to your right, and so therefore they should go clockwise.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you don't have somebody that's shadowing you or mentoring you or coaching you or anything, and you're by yourself, you do things. Go ahead, what you got?
Well, I have a 10-8 here, and I'm in the first seat, so we're just easy folding.
Okay. So what happens a lot of times is, nobody's watching. I'll just limp here because I just want to see a flop, and then you start doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and all of a sudden you've leaked off $8, $10, $14, and you have a losing session. So what you want to do is make like somebody is looking at you, like somebody is reviewing what you're doing, so that you feel like Hey, I gotta do the right things here. We got NP9 Huck 23 in the house. Welcome. Glad you're in the house. Please follow Ace High Radio. This is Al Spath broadcasting. I'm shadowing Rondster at the table here at Full Flush. It's a 25-cent, 50-cent table. And Rondster, if you can look on your Skype, and we'll tell you how long we've been on the call,
Okay.
and I get a good judge for when we started.
Huh. See, why hasn't my Skype come up? Here we go. We started around 9:55. I say 10 o'clock.
About 10 o'clock. So we didn't really get going to about 10 after because I had to
Right.
jiggle things. And oh, look at that. He sustained a win with a king 5.
Wow. Well, that'll get him going.
You always want the guy, if you're not in the hand, this is the key. If you're not in the hand, you always want the loser at the table to win so that they gain money and frustrate other players. You just don't
Get a
want
lot
to
of
be the one
confidence in
to
it.
do it to him. Like Ron said when he was thinking he was behind with that ace. You don't want to be the one that say, "Oh crap, how can I lose to this idiot?"
I think that's why I called him.
What do you got here?
I have a queen 4 clubs, which I'm not going to even bother with. Although, well, nah, not worth it. Just not worth it.
Nope.
Well, we got a nice hand coming up, but we're in a small blind special package with an ace jack of hearts. Let's see how she goes around.
What are you going to do if Monkey's the only one that comes in for a raise?
Well, it depends on how high the raise is, but if he comes in for like a $2 raise, I will 3-bet him.
You will 3-bet.
I will.
Why?
Well, for a couple of reasons. I'm out of position, so if I'm going to play my ace jack, want to make something out of it. Secondly, I don't believe in him, whatever he does, so that puts me in a position that I believe
Hey,
will
you got it.
will,
You got your opportunity here.
will put me against him, and I'll isolate him right now. That's the other part of the equation. Isolating him is an important thing. I don't want Ramfu in here at all. Now we'll see what Monkey does. He makes the call. I've got 4 hearts with my ace jack of hearts. I'm going to make my continuation bet.
You're going full pot, not 3/4, folks, not half, not small like you did before.
Ah, I got the nuts. So now the question is,
You got this. You don't have the nuts. You got the third nuts.
I have an ace high flush.
You have a third nuts.
Oh, the ace jack. I'm so sorry. Well, ace jack queen. Yeah, you're right. He could have a king. So
No, you're missing it. Go ahead and do what you have to do.
let's put in a half-size bet. He raises. Of course, I'm going to call it off.
The 6, man, the 6. I was trying to tell you, he could have a full house.
Yep, I didn't see it. You know what? Eyes can play tricks on you. I did not see that, Al.
No, you were right. You aren't going anywhere with the flush or anything, and he's going to go all in with the 6. That's for sure. But you got to think the nuts. First off, is the 4 of a kind.
Yep.
You know, or I mean, because he could have pocket 6s. Then the
Yep.
second is he could have the queen 6 and have a full house.
That's correct.
You know, then you get down to the king. You have the ace flush. You don't have to worry about the king. The king doesn't play because he can't have the ace. You have the ace, so the king doesn't matter.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about the flush cards. You're worried about the.
I saw so many hearts out there. I didn't see the 6s. Can you believe this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fold my 6-5.
Yeah, but it's been a good. You've been playing just under an hour. It's been a pretty good session, up $107.
Yeah.
Most of it from Monkey.
Yeah.
And we know he's lost over $200.
And he wants me to play 1-2 with him.
He wants everybody to go to 1-2.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing.
You don't need to go to 1-2 to take his money. That's
Exactly.
stupid. You know, why would you go up in stakes to take somebody's money when you can take it right here? He's willing to give it to you here, a little smaller increments, but he wins once up there, he might stack you, and then all your work for nothing. Here, he can't hurt you.
We're going to isolate him again. I have a pair of fives here. I got position, which is what I was looking for. That's why I bet them. I'm hoping round two will go out and hoping we can get something like another five. No, but that's a good flop for me. 3, 7, 8. I'm expecting some checks here. If he's playing high cards, he's going to do nothing. Let's see if Monkey's going to. Well, we're going to go ahead and bet it.
I like betting the pot here. The chances are one or both of them will get out. You have a redraw for a 5, and maybe even if a 4 or 6 comes, you have a straight. Oh, the right guy went out. That's good.
Oh, we have a little problem because round two's in. Let's see what he's going to do.
Well, he's in the big blind.
He's checking. So the question is, do I want to represent a king? And I think the answer is yes. And I'm going to bet it.
Yeah, I definitely bet here because I would think he's on a club draw or a straight draw, and he's got one card to come. So if you make a small bet there, he's liable to call for it. But if you make the full pot, he's liable to go away. If he had something good, he would have bet into you more than likely. So again, another victory.
And I have a 10-2 that's an easy fold, but they were suited.
Rondster, you make it look too easy for our guests today.
It's not, guys.
Rondster and I have been talking with each other and playing at the same tables and on the same sites for many, many years, folks. I've shadowed him before. He's listened to my videos. He's come into my free group Skype sessions. I have them every other Saturday at either Full Flesh or True. And I'll have one next week at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time on Saturday the 10th of. And as long as you're on Skype with us, you want to sit at the table, you're welcome to do it. We'll either do a cash game or a tournament depending on how many people show up. But it's always entertaining. Everybody agrees to take their muck off, so we get to see the cards, we show the cards, we talk about the hands afterwards. We have a good time, we learn stuff. Usually runs 90 minutes.
Well, we've got that old Broadway again. We have a king-queen offsuit. A monkey's raising. We got a limper, or a caller, I should say. Now here's where it becomes interesting because I have to, if I want to take over this table and hope that I can get to a position, I'm going to bet, and I can't limp. So we're going to make the bet, and let's see how that works out.
So he did a pot size bet, $2, $2.50, 25, and his bet would have been $2, so 2, 4, 6, 75. More gifts. He's coming at you.
No, I'm not going to call that.
I just had a feeling that he was going to do that this time. For some reason, I don't like calling, but I was thinking the call would have been a better situation here with him because of what he's been saying and doing.
Well, we're going to fold this out because I'm certainly not going to go with Broadway against him. He could have any ace, and frankly, this is not a tournament, so I'm going to fold it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had any ace. I mean, it was going to be a race. There's no question about that. The question
No. Don't mistake that for. He had ace deuce. You had king queen. He was 58-42 favorite over you.
Yep.
That's not a race. That's not a race. 60-40 is not a race.
Okay. That's good to know.
Think about it. Think about it for a second. 60-40 is not 50-50.
Correct.
Okay, there's a 20 difference there, and having an ace makes him almost a 58-42, which is, we're rounded off to 60-40, but you don't need to take being an underdog into anything.
Well, I mean, the thing is here is that I did make the bet. Okay, I was looking for information. He gave me the information. For me not using it would be a travesty.
That's correct. But see, some people can't do what you just did. They would have called there with the king queen, knowing he has a weakish hand, and they would have think, well, I got 2 painted cards. I'm in pretty good shape, but it is, like you said, a flip. And what happens is, quads again, this table.
Wow.
And what happens is that you know, you're way up 150, 160, and all of a sudden you get 50 back, and you say, well, shit, that cut my my winnings in half. That was stupid of me to play with a king queen.
Yeah, exactly. I have a Kojak hand here, King Jack, for everybody that wants to know who Kojak is, and I'm going to put the raise in.
Kojak was a great poker player. He used to do his TV show as a detective, Kojak, and he always would suck a lollipop. And even at the tables when he played poker in Vegas, I was at the table with him one time, and Telly Savalas, who played Kojak. He had the old thing in his jaw, the Tootsie Roll Pop. What do you have here?
I have a King Jack. He's checking. He's going to make me bet. So let's bet and see if he's going to.
He's only going to make you bet so he could maybe come over the top. So you got to be careful.
Go up, but he checked twice in a row and showed real weakness.
He gave up totally.
Yeah. I got ace 4 here, but I'm way out of position, so we're going to fold this rag. You know, if I could stack this guy one more time now, I can get over that $200 mark.
Mm-hmm. You always have to have goals when you sit down. A lot of people sit down, they really just want to double up. You know, just if you sit with 50, get it put with 100 or something, you feel really good about yourself. You know, you've tripled up plus. And so what you need to tell yourself right now is, okay, look, I can't get into a situation where I'm going to give back X amount of money. Let's say you tell yourself, I'm going to give myself, oh, the least I want to leave here with is 140 or 130, whatever the number might be, and say, okay, I'm going to play with 20 or $30 and play aggressive. I'm not going to change my style and see if I can win some more, but I'm not going to be giving $100 back and feel miserable the rest of the day.
Exactly. And I'm gonna put another note in on our buddy over there, Monkey, and it's gonna say.
Now look, hang on a second. This pot has $70 in it. Now remember, Nicolopoulos has put this 48 in. Okay, he's put the 48 in. Let's see how much money he has when he gets. Okay, now see, he's got 119.
Yep.
He didn't win 190. He didn't win $59 in that pot.
Nope.
He just did an add money and got added money.
He had a money. Mm-hmm. So I did put out another note, and my note was to make sure I played with this guy every minute I could find him.
A monkey?
Yeah.
You got to add him to your buddy list.
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to make now.
If those of you are watching this broadcast and you have the table up on your own, you should also or you have the lobby up. Go ahead and put him in your lobby, in your buddy list. Monkey 110.
I have a 6-2 of diamonds here, and it's an easy fold for me.
350, and he goes 12. 350 was under the gun, so I'm thinking ace king or a big pair. Let's see, if it's a big pair, he'll put it all in right here. If it's ace king, it was weaker. It had to be weaker.
Mm. We have a 3-5 suited here. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with it in small blinds, but we'll see what happens here.
You never know. That's a decent hand sometimes.
Yeah, well, if we get enough limpers. Now, since everybody's limped here, okay, and everybody might think that I might want to raise, but I'm not. I'm going to limp also and hope that I can get a free look.
What are you hoping to hit here?
Well, I'm hoping to hit either a straight or a flush. With get some coordinated cards out there. Is what I'm saying.
So you got a 3-5. I'm more inclined to want to have a 2-4 hit or a 4-6 and go for the straight because I know that other people aren't playing those cards. Likelihood of my straight holding up is better than if I hit a flush because somebody could be holding better flush cards than me.
Now, here's an interesting situation. NIG says check. RAM says check. Monkey sees weakness. He bets $1.50. I'm betting that Monkey has none of this, and that if I want to, I could raise. But since I want to really look for a better spot, I'm not going to. But it would be something that I would think about doing. But I'm just not interested in lowering my standards at this moment.
Right.
I think it would have been a good bet.
That ram up there seems to be more of a calling station than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Check call, check call, check call.
All right, we have a button at 10-7 offsuit. See, I like the idea. I could see a flop, even though it's a 3-5. It didn't cost me practically anything but a 25-cent piece, so I like that. But I had a chance to do that because there's only one guy left to call. I'm going to fold out my 10-7 here.
That's Daniel Negreanu's favorite hand, 10-7.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
100,000. I've played. I can't even fathom how many hands I played, and I've seen 10-7 come out here and there, and it's just not a great hand.
I don't like Queen 9 that much. This morning I was in a big blind and I had Queen 9 suited in spades, and the flop came 8, 10 of spades, Jack of hearts. So I had an open-ended straight flush draw. I flopped the straight, and I had somebody betting into me.
Yeah, you know your Queen 10s, your Queen 9s, your Jack 9s. Those are all straight potential cards if you can get in there without spending a lot of money.
Monkey stopped saying about 1-2, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. We have an ace-3 uncoordinated. Monkey has to bet. So this is interesting. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players, including Monkey. We're going to put a bet out there and try to isolate them, even though it's only an ace-3.
Most of the time when I'm playing against a guy like Monkey, I don't. It's the calls like this that's not scare me, but cause me to put my radar on alert because I know that they're playing any 2 and they can hit Queen 4 or Queen Jack or Jack 4.
If he checks again, I'll bet. Here we go.
You can tell when he's on disinterested mode.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a very, very easy pattern to read. You know, and his small bets, his checking after the flop shows, you know, a 99%, 95% weakness pattern. I do tend to play a lot of pattern betting. I had a 9-5 off there.
Mm-hmm. I would think everybody left in his hand wants to see a flop against Monkey here. It's what you want to do.
Sure.
I mean, ace-6, ace-3, 4-5, 3-5, 4, 2-4, 2-5, anything that gives you a draw here against the Monk. You could, if he hits an ace, he's going to lose his whole stack because he doesn't see anybody else get a pair or anything. Hey, Rob Gagg's back in the house. Rob, we were talking about Nigalopolis up there and how he, and we watched him do it and added money during a pot by going all in and then requesting the funds, and how you found out about it the other day, how he was dominating the table when he got all the extra money. I did report it as you did to support, and they've kicked it up to higher management. So hopefully they'll fix that little glitch here at Full Flush Poker. Again, we're broadcasting here on AceHighRadio. They have lots of folks broadcasting during the week. schedule hasn't been set for anybody as this time, but you can count on it. Almost every evening there'll be a broadcast, and sometimes during the day, Skippy or little or Rat comes on and does a broadcast. Dan Wise, I think he broadcasts off the Wise show, his own channel. I don't think he comes on AceHighRadio, but I think he should, as I do. And then we started streaming the other day, AceHighRadio. Drush and Samoacek, the owners of the site, started streaming this gentleman. I've gone blank on his name right now, but he's a homeless guy. He sold his house. He quit his job. He's just playing poker and driving around the country. And when you see him play, he's playing out of his van, and he's very good. He's very good. I shouted him the other day and I told him I'd have him on the broadcast one day and see if he wanted to do something. But he's in transit now. He's playing in events down in Florida, and he knows his stuff. If Drush was on here right now, I'd ask him to put his name in the chat, and I'll tell you what his name was. I'm not trying to hide it from you. I just can't remember it at this time. Got a bed in his truck and everything. He just sold his house and bought the truck to drive around. Rob says he did it on his table. So Rob must be playing over 10 cent 25, and Nicolopoulos must have just done that same thing about adding the money when he was in. Let's say it goes all in, request the funds.
A 3-4 off here. Easy fold.
Mm-hmm. Rondster, anytime you want to call it quits on your session because you're not getting cards or you're feeling like you have to go or anything, you just tell us, and I'll wrap it up and we'll do something else. There's no problem.
Well, I'll leave it up to you, Al.
No, okay. I just don't want you to think you have to sit with the money
I'm
and.
enjoying myself and I'm winning.
Okay, well, those are good things.
Good combination.
350, half the pot. What's he got? A 10? Anybody want to guess? 5?
I can't even guess what he has.
Jack 2.
I'll put him on like a Queen 7 or something like that. He plays any two
He
cards.
didn't show us, did he?
Nah. He's got a wide range. He's going to play any two cards. He loves the action. He doesn't care what he's losing.
That's right. You're absolutely right. When you say he loves the action, that does not mean he's a poker player. We all play poker, but that doesn't mean that you are a poker player either. You might be just a gambler that plays poker. He is a gambler that plays poker. He is not a poker player. Don't confuse the two.
Look at this. They're going to give me the big blinds a 10-3. I'll check it down. I'll also check that. Just on the offset that somebody has something. No, there's my 10. So if somebody's got an ace, let's find out. I would think if you go back from the beginning, if somebody had an ace queen, they would have done something. But hey, people are passive. So based on the fact that he made that fast call, I'm going to just check it down and see if I come out. Nah. 242. I mean, it's a crazy bet. I don't think I have a chance with a 10-3, but he's giving me odds to call. Yeah, I'm not even going to call.
I think that he would have checked if he had a queen because the ace was there, and then he would have called on the later streets. So I think he had maybe a queen there.
Yeah, I mean, this guy never bets, so he puts a bet in, even if it's a smallish bet, it's just because he's got monsters under the bed, and I figured, no, I'll just save the $2. I'm going to fold my 10-6 here.
Good choice.
Give an ace-4 off on the button. Let's see what everybody does.
Mm-hmm. This guy's down to $15. He's just been leaking like the Exxon Valdez.
Well, we're not gonna just call. We're gonna put a bet in. Try to isolate.
Okay, let's see if calling station does it again.
I'm hoping.
There he is. If you don't have a.
So we got a 1, 2, 4, 5. We got an inside gut shot, and we have a potential of diamonds coming out the other end. And the question is, everybody's checking, and I have to do a continuation bet.
Roger that. Roger that. You have nothing until you win it, and now you won it. You always have to remember this. If everybody's limping and you're raising pre-flop and they're calling, they're telling you that they're pretty weak and they need help. So when the board comes off like that with mainly rags, it probably didn't help them. So you want to make that full pot bet on it if they check to you, because they're telling you, hey, I'd like to see another card free.
I have a queen 4, and I'm going to fold it right out.
Mm-hmm. Rondster, put your best radio voice on while I take a short break, but you keep talking, okay? Tell them what your cards are and everything.
Oh, all right, go take a break, Al. And hi, everybody. You got the Rondster here. And I just folded on a queen 4 with nothing there to do. We've got the monkey 110, who he's just a junkie, action junkie. And we have a calling station with a ram through 4. Just a very passive better. He could have something here. Since he's called, I am going to put him on something like, potential. But monkey takes him down. Monkey, if he can just get a couple of small wins under his belt, tends to make a lot of mistakes. And we're looking to capitalize on that. We're looking right now in middle position with a 4-6, and I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. Let's see what I had Hops does. I'm going to fold out this 4-6.
Oh, I'm glad to hear he folded 4-6 when I wasn't here, because I didn't want him to go nuts because Al wasn't watching.
Well, listen, you know that, and I know that if I can't do my best all the time and I have a couple of leaks, I sit down and I think about it. What did I do wrong? And why did I do it wrong? And that's what gets you to come back on the comeback trail to get your game sharp again.
I'll tell you a big secret. I've told this to several people in my time, but I'll tell you live on the air. If you go and find somebody that's struggling and help them out, shadow them or coach them or ask them questions like I'm doing with Rondster, or that I think Rondster can do with other people, your game will just tremendously be better, because you don't want to make those mistakes, and you don't want to make. Go ahead, Rondster. What do you got?
Well, we have an ace-3 here, so our decision is either fold or make a bet. And we are going to make the bet here, since everybody's so passive.
Plus, you got 2 people sitting out and 2 seats empty.
Correct.
That makes it a short table.
And with a short table, your value goes way up with that ace-3, and we were fortunate enough to get an ace, and now we're going to find out if somebody has a bigger kicker. Oh, we got a call. We got aces over 4s out there. This gentleman here keeps calling. Question is, do I want to check on the turn or do I want to barrel? And I decide that I'm going to check the turn.
For what reason?
I want to see what he was going to do, because he's been calling right there. He's showing weakness. I'm going to put the 1140 out, and I hope that I will get him.
King Jack, Ace King. He just took that from. He just feigted weakness there and got you to put money in that pot.
Yep, and he did a good job. That's the reason why I don't like playing ace threes and ace fours, but I decided this time to give it a shot.
Yeah. So Roger, if you want to stay on the broadcast and get off of the table, I'll jump on the table, or you can just stay on the table. I won't jump on the table. Whatever you want to do. I didn't know if you wanted to take your winnings and.
No, I want to stay, but
Okay, that's good. That's good. Go ahead and stay. It's okay.
feel free to join if you like.
I think that even though that was short, with two people sitting out, I think the ace three was getting out of your comfort zone a little bit in earlier position there, and caused you to have no position over Nicolabas, and he was able to take more money from you because I think that was probably you feeling your oats on what's been going on, and you just trying to make it happen when it probably shouldn't have happened.
Oh, well, you're right. But
Especially that four coming off, giving you the two pair with the jack kicker, that just tuned up Ace King's hand
it did.
even better.
But being that it was a short table, I decided I would go with it.
I understand that. But anyhow, for these out that are out there listening, if you find somebody you can help, um, you will give them good advice. I'm sure you will. Um, just find somebody to help you. I think Rondster, you could probably talk to Drew here at AceHighRadio. I'm sure that he would give you an hour or whatever you wanted to come on and do a tournament or cash game and let you talk about it and stuff like that. I think it would not only be enjoyable to listen to because you know what you're talking about and you won, but also you'll learn yourself because you won't want to make mistakes knowing that somebody's watching every move you make.
Absolutely.
Like all of us finding time to do something like that. That's the tough part.
It's real tough, yeah.
Oh, 7-4.
That's a res hand. All right, NIG is sitting out.
Okay, Rob Gag, here's your time. This is time for Rob to. You normally sit with $25 at a 10-cent 25, Rob. Take that $25 and sit right between Mucky and IHOPs. All right?
Now I have a king six off here, and the fact is that because I'm so far out of position, even though I think I could do things against monkey, I'm going to fold this hand out of position.
You could do more things against him with position than without position.
Correct. I want to have position on him 99% of the time.
Any two cards. He hasn't. I don't think he's folded one hand pre-flop since we sat down.
No. I have a 10-3 off here, which I will promptly fold.
Or as we used to say to Jake from Israel, any semi-suited hand is okay.
As long as it's suited.
As long as it had one suit, he was fine with it.
Oh, yeah.
So Rob, if you take that offer and come in by monkey with $25, just play tight, play smart, get the isolation you want, pick up some money.
Well, we have a suited 10-3 here. I will promptly fold it.
A Eagle sat down with a short stack, $15.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flop that favors monkey because he plays any two cards and he could have a 3 or an 8.
Yep.
For 2 hearts. He's gonna bet the pot. No, he doesn't. Again.
Yeah, you didn't get anything on that one. Look at that. I would have had 10s over 3s on that one.
You Jet fans, it's 20-7 in its third quarter in London today. New York Jets over Miami 20-7 to start of the third quarter. And it's on TV, folks. It's on, I believe, CBS.
Here comes somebody.
That could be Rob Gag.
Is
Let's
Rob
see.
coming?
Nope.
Okay, 10-7 off.
No. Oh, that's Buff Davy. The seat you want is to the left of Monkey. You always want the seat to the left of Monkey.
Time change. Oh, all right.
Have position on. See, Rondster has position on him usually.
Ooh, look at that 10-7. That 7 pop right out. $2 bet by
Mark
Monkey.
51027's in the house too. Welcome. You're on AceHighRadio with Spath, and I'm Shadow and Rondster here at Full Flush Poker. If you haven't got a Full Flush account, use AHR10. That's the promo code. Get you $10 free and come on in. Got a lot of other free rolls and giveaways by Drush and Samo, the owners of AceHighRadio, so you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. Rob left again, so I can't send him a message. I thought I was talking to him, but the guy doesn't stay in here 5 seconds and he's off and running.
We got a big blind special here, another ace-4, so let's see how she rolls around. Most likely this is a big bet we'll be defending.
The evil clown's going to get picked up pretty soon.
Jeez. Well, you know what this calls for, guys. That's going to be a raise here.
I think that because you're out of position, that raise should have been like $4. I really think that should have been way over the pot. I think that's almost borderline. I can get Ram in here and I can get Monkey in here, and then you're still out of position. That's what I'm thinking. If those two come in, then Hops has got the pot odds to come in. So
right.
Watch Ram. If he comes, Monkey's coming, then Hops might come, and then you're still stuck with the hand you got. But he's folding, so it's good.
Right. Well, he's calling because he always calls. Okay, so we got an ace-4. Let's put the continuation bet in.
He's coming over the top of you.
Yeah, well, he's taking his time.
18. He's going to come over for 18 or 17. No, he just called.
Well, it proves my hand, but it gets a straight out there, potential straight out there. And I'm not sure why he just called that last one. But we'll put the bet in and find out. I mean, when somebody just calls after waiting all that time, it signifies to me a lot of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I did what I did. Doesn't mean that we can't get confused and
Nope.
people
You
are
had
smart.
a barrel. That ace was a good card for you.
Yeah.
I think that because you raised, he put you on an ace, and I think that if he had a jack or a 10, or when he hit the flop and stayed, he called you, that when the ace came, it kind of just, he knew he was falling behind you. Another raise by Ram. I mean, another limp, I should say.
It just limps all the time. We have an 8-6 here in the small blinds, which is
8-6.
8-6, which is really a horrendous hand. But for the simple reason it's only going to cost me 25 cents, and I'm hoping he won't raise. I'm going to call to see a flop. If worst comes to worst, I'll get out of there. And we did pick up middle pair with the king. So the question is now, does anybody have a king? Well, if we think about it, everybody was weak to begin with. They didn't do any serious betting. We're going to go out and bet on that king because everybody showed weakness. Now, this guy did call, but he always calls everything, and he called that one. All right, so the question is, why is he calling? So you have to ask yourself right from the beginning. He called again, and he called a $1.50 bet. Now, he has to understand that I have something. So for him to call, it signifies either you're on some kind of draw. We're gonna check the turn, because he's a calling machine. Let's see if he checks or not, or if he's going to bet. And the king's over gives me king's over eights, which is a decent enough hand. Let's see what he does with $3.21.
His money would be in the pot already if he had a king.
Yeah, I
Okay,
would think so.
so
I would have
now
think
you
so
gotta
too.
just know if he just has a pair of nines or he has a pair of sevens. Well, he goes over the top of you.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, guys. So why? So if you look back and you analyze and you say he's called, he's checked, another king comes out, I bet, and he comes over the top, and here's a guy who never does this stuff, it's an easy fold.
He might have a pair of fours and have made a full house there in the end too.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't have to be the sheriff or have to check him out to see what he's got. Sometimes, if you're really playing a long time and you haven't got any information on somebody, sometimes you want to give them a $5 call or something like that just to get the information on what they're doing, so you can see what they started with and what their betting patterns are, so you get a better understanding of the person. But this guy's only got 15, 16 bucks, so you really don't need to have information on a guy like that.
But also the guy's been playing tighter and very passive. He's been passive to the extent of craziness. So when you're going to get a raise like that, you really want to be playing the player at that point, in my opinion. I'm gonna fold out a 9-5 of diamonds here. Keep going on the button.
The dilemma is to call 50 cents, huh?
He calls.
Of course. Now nobody's going away if they have a 10.
Right. I would have had bottom pair here, but I would have been hurt.
See, now he went 131 into this pot. Let's see if he adds funds and see if this goes up to 180 or not. If he wins this pot, let's just see if he's added more funds and cheated again.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody out there that's listening should write a letter to support at Full Flush Poker and put NIGGOPLES in there. And he's got top pair kicker.
Yeah.
And the clubs beat him.
Yeah,
So he went down to 115. See, 115, he got 50 more. Did you see that?
I saw
He
it.
was at 115 and it went back to 165 because he added 50. That's cheating because that's giving him an advantage at the table with his stack. So if Musco Fish is still in here, CB or anybody else, you need to write his name down, NIGGOPLES, and write to support at Full Flush and tell him that this guy constantly cheats at all the tables by misusing that ability to add funds. That's not fair to anybody else. And if they can't fix it, they at least you tell him that he can't play anymore, because that's cheating.
Yeah. I would have had my nines. But this guy is betting. He's strong. Got that ace queen maybe. Let's see. There it is.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's always never leading at the pot. So if he is, you know he's got a really good hand.
Yeah, we have an ace-8 off here. So I'm going to fold this ace-8 off since I haven't had much luck with crappy kickers, and so I'll let somebody else take over here.
Right. Now look, he put $1.75 in of his $5. He can't fold, so you know he's got probably one of the best hands he's had since he sat down. He sat down with $15. I pointed that out to you earlier, and let's see if he doesn't put the 317 in here.
He does. I had 4 diamonds with an ace high.
Let's say he has ace king with the ace of diamonds. Come on, monkey, calm down.
I had the ace of diamonds. So
you did?
Yeah, I did. I had an ace-8, ace diamonds, and that would have given me a 4 flusher, and that would have sucked me in. But it wasn't a big money, so I would have called. There's not enough out there to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let him down.
He couldn't get monkey to call, but that's okay. Come on, baby. There we go. got another 10-7. I must have gotten about 5 of those so far this tournament. We're gonna fold that out.
It ain't a tournament. What are you talking about? You lost your way.
I mean the cash. I'm not so tournament oriented.
How did you do on that tournament you were in this morning?
Yeah, I did okay. But Chit got to me, and he figured me out pretty cool. The last hand I got knocked out on, he was checking. The third club or fourth club came off. I went all in. I didn't have it, and he knew it. He caught me, so I got knocked out. Yeah, somewhere around 11th or 12th, or somewhere in that area. Yeah, he caught me with my hands in the cookie jar.
Okay, Rondster, at the next hand, I'm going to call it quits because the broadcast will get long and I won't be able to,
Sure.
get it up on the YouTube. That day I did Skippy, it was almost 2 hours, and I took 3 tries for me to get it loaded. So this one's about an hour and 40 minutes or a little less than that. So the next hand, let's see what you have. And you're welcome to stay and everything, but I'll be ending the broadcast at that time.
Sure.
Let's hope it's a nice hand for you. Got a nice score. You got a nice bankroll now. Ooh, Monkey can't get out for $1.07, can he? Even if he has a 7-8, he couldn't get out. And he does go way up.
I'd have got my 7s, but that wouldn't have helped. But an ace jack out there. Oh, 209. Look at this. There we
He
go.
called him A7.
He's been getting lucky with those river cards. He's been chasing and getting real lucky.
He's been chasing all day, but he's starting to hit. All right, here it comes. What do you got?
I got Broadway. I got
Okay.
Queen offsuit, and we'll give this the last shot at this position even, and see what we can do. We got a caller.
Picked up a little static in the back. There it goes.
Another caller. Wow, this guy calls everything. And of course, Monkey's gonna call because he hasn't folded yet.
Well, this is a good place for Monkey to go 44 and all in. This is a great place to pick up $8.
Yep, he could do that too. Here's my queens.
And how much are you going here?
Well, let's see what Monkey does. But if Monkey doesn't do anything, I'll go a full pot bet here. I'll go down a little bit.
Did you ever think about going, because you had 4 opponents, going bigger than the pot bet?
You know, I thought about it, but I thought that $9 was a pretty good size bet. If nobody has anything, they got to figure I got queens. They got to go anyway, no matter what I bet.
So who do you think would stay in this situation? If somebody called you there, what would you give them credit for having?
Not much. Basically, everybody showed a lot of weakness by just doing what they did, and so I felt pretty confident nobody had anything.
Okay. The only thing I would say about that, since your raise pre-flop wasn't huge, the possibility of anybody with four callers or 3 callers than you is that they could have pocket 3s or pocket 7s, and so they could hit. So that would be my only worry. That if I bet $9, somebody stayed, I gotta watch out I don't get ambushed with my 1 pair.
Absolutely.
So I don't think they're gonna have Queen 7 or Queen 3 or 3-7. Those hands you can kind of eliminate almost every time.
Absolutely.
Okay, folks, this has been Ace High Radio's broadcast. I'm Al Spath, your host this morning, along with Rondster from New City, New York. We had a good time, and his bankroll shows $105.58 during the time we were here. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more. Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Hey, thank you, Al.